Welcome back to Joda Decor, your cozy corner of vintage inspiration. Today, we're diving into romantic cottagecore vintage decor ideas to help you create a soft, dreamy home aesthetic. Whether you're a longtime fan of romantic interiors or just beginning your journey into vintage charm, you're going to love these ideas. Don't forget to like, comment your favorite tip, and subscribe for more weekly vintage decor inspiration. To achieve a romantic cottagecore vibe, start with a color palette of soft pastels like blush pink, sage green, ivory, and lavender. These colors create a serene and nostalgic feeling, reminiscent of vintage storybooks and countryside afternoons. Layer them throughout your space with textiles, wall paint, and decorative accents. Nothing says romantic vintage like floral prints. Incorporate vintage floral fabrics in your curtains, throw pillows, or even reupholstered furniture. Look for delicate patterns with roses, peonies, or wildflowers in washed-out tones for that gentle, dreamy touch. Opt for furniture pieces that look worn with love, like a chipped paint dresser, an old writing desk, or a vintage iron bed frame. The imperfections add character and bring a romantic history to your space. Lighting sets the mood, so swap harsh overhead lights for soft, warm glows. Use vintage table lamps, sconces, or chandeliers with warm-toned bulbs. Add lace or fabric lampshades for an extra romantic feel. Stack antique books with worn spines on side tables or open shelves. Display old handwritten letters or postcards in frames for a touch of personal history and poetic charm. Cottagecore decor is all about coziness and softness. Drape vintage lace over furniture, layer linen throws on your sofa, or use ruffled bed covers to add texture and charm. Bring nature indoors with dried flower arrangements, pressed leaves, or hanging herbs. Place them in vintage vases or jars to give your space a cottage garden feel. Incorporate wicker baskets, rattan chairs, or woven trays to add warmth and organic texture. These natural materials blend beautifully with romantic vintage themes. Nothing evokes soft romantic charm like a dainty vintage tea set. Display them in a glass cabinet, open shelf, or even on your dining table for that timeless English countryside feel. Mix in handmade items or thrifted finds like embroidered pillows, crocheted doilies, or old picture frames. These one-of-a-kind treasures give your home a heartfelt, curated look. Decorate your walls with vintage portraits, botanical prints, or ornate gold-framed mirrors. Mirrors help reflect light and open up the space, while vintage art adds a nostalgic story. Set up a romantic corner with a plush chair, soft throw, vintage lamp, and a small bookshelf. Add a candle or a cup of tea, and you've got the perfect dreamy retreat. And that's a wrap on our favorite romantic cottagecore vintage decor ideas. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments, we love hearing from you. If this inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Joda Decor, and tap the bell so you never miss more cozy, vintage inspiration. See you next time.